Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
It's time to BS.
So I'm doing this now. Not like I really had to do it, but I'm doing it anyway. Because I ultimately can. And I choose to. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Time to BS Podcast. My name is Dan Cruz. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely and rather cold Long Island, New York. In the middle of November, by the way. It is freezing. For those here on Long Island, do you understand how cold it has been? But it's been nice. You know when it's too cold, but the wind makes it colder? Oh, God, it's just blech.
Who the starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Soundboard still works. Ain't that just nice? So, I figured I'd start the show off with a bit of, where the hell have I been? Kind of whole situation. And I'll get to that. But you can get the show wherever you get your podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Also follow other Belly Up shows like the Corner Brews Pod, No Credentials Required, the 1420 Sports Bar Podcast with Brent Wedlinski up in Canada, and all other Belly Up podcasters. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Threads at Daniel Smooth and at Time to BS Podcast. TikTok for clips at Daniel Smooth. And all that jazz. And all that delightful jazz. Who the hell just honked their horn at me? I'm not even outside, but who cares? So, I figured I'd get to a whole state of the BS address. I'm not on camera. For good reason. And here's why. The beginning of this show started off with only audio. At least to my recollection. But I enjoy doing the whole audio format. It's nice. I generally do enjoy doing audio only sometimes. Where the hell I've been for the last month or so, life's been busy. Life has been busy, and scheduling this crap has been a freaking nightmare. Well, Seahawks Sessions has been fine. I Live BS, the new show, has been doing okay. BS Sessions, trying to schedule that crap has been a freaking nightmare as well. But here we are, we're doing this now. So, I figured I would spend the first 5 minutes talking about what's been going on. Outside of the podcasting world, work has been busy, which is good. It's also been draining, which is not good. We don't enjoy these things. No, we do not. We do not. I will also like to point out that, yeah, I do work a physically demanding job outside this microphone. But at the same point I get home, and the motivation to record is gone. It's almost gone, which... That's not good. And when I fell in love doing this show almost 7 years ago, I wanted to have this be my delightful hobby, my brainchild, as you will. And it hasn't been that way the last month or so. The last time I really recorded an episode of Time to BS, well, this show, Time to BS, you got to go back to November 5th. It's been like 3 weeks. And then before that, for 270, it was middle of October. So really trying to get this crap out has been a freaking nightmare. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me just take a few weeks off from recording the main show and brainstorm some more ideas when I come back from the break. So I did. And I came up with a decision. The actual Time to BS system and style will be rebranded a little bit or reworked a little bit. So I think I'm going to have 2 consecutive days of recording and try to get out probably 3 straight days of recording because of the Seahawks postgame show and stuff like that. What I wanted to do is have 2 to 3 straight days of recording. And then schedule the shows to come out on certain days. I'll BS on Mondays, Seahawks Sessions on Saturdays, Time to BS on Tuesdays, probably Thursdays, and maybe Fridays. Depending on how my brain works, or depending on what I decide to do. I don't know how this is going to work, but it's one of those things where I like to try things out and see if they work. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 20 to 30 minutes of recording time per episode of Time to BS and I Love BS over the course of 2 hours or 3 hours and just post them throughout the week. I figured I'd try it to brainstorm more ideas. Because between you and me, trying to fit an hour's worth of content in one day is not easy to do. In one shot. You're dead by the time the show's over. You're gone. You're gone. You're with the Undertaker at that point. It's not fun. I will also point out that the Seahawk podcast takes a majority of my energy to record at that time. I also would like to get more episodes of BS Sessions out. I'm trying to get you more involved. I'm trying, but trying to schedule this crap is obnoxious and annoying and frustrating and agonizing and just,
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
Literally. So, it hasn't been fun for me to record more. And I've rambled on enough. And that's the other thing I'm trying to work on, is not ramble for 20 minutes on one topic. It's not what I want to do. It's not me. I like to go on with like 5 minutes worth of one topic up to, move on to the next one. And then in between, an ad break. Because this show ain't free. We know that for dang too well. But other than that, I mean, life's been good, truthfully. I mean, the wedding's in less than 4 months, which is, holy crap. I gotta tell you guys, self-sabotage is a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game. Because when I tell you all these things about, like, holy crap, I'm getting married. Why does it not feel real? It feels real, but then it weirdly doesn't. That's my brain. My brain is trying to come up with multiple reasons of why this crap isn't real. You know how much that sucks? You know how much that genuinely sucks? Because I need you to understand what I'm talking about here. I am madly in love with this woman. Like, genuinely. Like, just... Okay. Alright, fine. Or just, why? Why do I like that?
Why? Because them, that's why.
Yeah, I'm gross. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? It's awesome. I love it. But I've been through multiple bad situations or situationships where they've just either ended horribly or they've been horrible in that regard. So having someone like Megan, who has been a delightful gem in my life, it feels weird. But like, this almost feels too good to be true kind of ordeal. My therapist says I think too hard about the what ifs. I don't know what that is. Anxiety, fear of the what ifs, depression, self-sabotage. I don't know what the hell it is. It's something. Hasn't been fun. Anyway, let's get to some sports. Let's see what we got here. Seahawks lost a defensive war in Los Angeles against the Rams on Sunday. 21-19 Rams win. My initial thoughts on the game were Sam Darnold picked his worst time to have his worst game as a Seahawk. And his worst game in like 5 years, it feels like. Because he threw 4 picks. The Seahawks lost the turnover battle by 3 turnovers, -3. Rams were plus 3. They fumbled once. Seahawks recovered it. But the Hawks threw 4 interceptions. But Sam Darnold threw 4 picks. And by the way you saw the game go, your initial thought was, this is going to be a long day. But then it was. And amazingly enough, if not for a beautiful punt, where the ball was placed on the 1-yard line. Great punt, by the way. It was a fantastic punt. Punting them balls. Anyway. If not for a delightfully placed punt, the field goal probably would have been closer if not 61 yards. And in spite of all of that, the Seahawks still had a delightful chance to win on a silver platter right there. And time management towards the end of the game was not great. It wasn't great. And it felt like every time Sam dropped back to pass, you're praying to God it wasn't another interception. It's weird. It's like, oh my God, we have a great team. I don't feel as bad about the loss now as I did, 2 days ago when it first happened on Sunday night. Because I'm weird that way as a fan. I like to, I feel what I'm feeling. And then I like to sit back and reflect and go, you know what? It could have been worse. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. It's weird perspective in these whole things. It's like, yeah, the Seahawks lost. Yeah, they had 4 turnovers, but it was a 2-point loss to one of the NFC favorites in the Super Bowl race. And like it or not, the Rams are that good. So it's weird perspective, and I don't like to complain on Twitter about, oh my God, the Seahawks should have done this. Oh my God, the Rams did this. I'm like, no, because at the end of the day, I'm just a fan. I don't have any insight on the game. I don't. Even if I did, I'd be horrible with it. Let's be real here. It's never is a good sign. It's never a good idea. That's why I have this recurring argument with like people on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube comments. So like, oh, I could have, the Seahawks should have done this, or Triple H should have booked the show better. I'm like, so go book the show. Go run the team. If you think you know better, go run the team then. Go run the show. Do that. Jesus, don't be an arrogant little you-know-what. Gross. Oh, jeez. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
So I've been meaning to. Also, I've been on. This has been on my mind for a little bit. I don't know how else to word it. I listen to a lot of mainstream music because the Grammys were coming. The Grammys are coming up, I believe. And I listen to. My music taste is weird, as opposed to today's crap. I say weird because I listen to mostly music from the 50s to like the early 2000s. And occasionally some mixed into today's, festivities, whatever you want to call it. But I'll listen to like the Allman Brothers or B.B. King. Guitar stuff. I'll listen to guitar stuff all the time. Or Southern rock like Skynyrd or the Outlaws or the aforementioned Allman Brothers. And when I listen to today's music, I go, well, like the R&B stuff, hear me out. The R&B stuff in today's mainstream media is awesome. It's awesome. That gives the seal of approval. That's delightful. But my fanhood of music is very old school. I love when music tells a story. Like, I was listening to Brad Paisley's Whiskey Lullaby on the drive home. And it felt like I was underneath a tree, playing guitar, and like, black jeans, a black shirt, with a bottle of Jameson in my hand. I have standards, ladies and gentlemen. I love Jack Honey, but I have standards. In terms of my bourbon, I do. Wrong button. I don't know what the button I want to use. Fine. Or, yes, that's Yoshi. Okay, that works. I don't really drink that much anymore. I don't smoke cigars that much anymore. I mean, I don't indulge myself in a lot of stuff anymore. Because this is no fun. I don't go out. I really don't. I really don't go out. And I don't know. I like Jameson. I do. I love Jack Honey. Ew, Jack Honey. Like, yeah, I do. Jack Honey and ginger ale, top tier. But anyway, I'm going off track. Going back to mainstream music today, it's just, I listen to, my fiance's music taste is like the Jonas Brothers, Miley Cyrus, like very early 2000s pop girl stuff, which is like, cool, no big deal. And not a judgmental type. Like, I'll have my thoughts, but I'm not going to judge your stuff and be like, oh, it's weird, I wouldn't listen to that. I'm like, no. If you listen to, I don't know, bad example, but like Halo soundtracks, like, cool, that's awesome, good for you, whatever tickles your fancy, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to judge you based off of, the type of music you listen to. God, what am I, high school? I judge you based off, the strength of your character. And if you're like an actually good human being. I like weird people today. What are you going to do? Alright. I think I've hit the brick wall for this episode. But that's okay. Follow the show wherever you get your podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you know the deal. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads at @SandraSmooth and at Time to BS Podcast. My name is Dan Cruz. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. This has been Time to BS. I'll see you in this life, and most certainly the next one. Cheers, everyone.